Hi everyone, welcome to another Go Wild Outdoors, another ad hoc one. We've just finished work today. The weather's nice, so I've just packed a bag and came straight out. Good news. Now there is some bad news, I'm afraid. This is the last camp I'm going to be doing at this spot here. Since I've been here last, we've had some idiots in. I've just spent the last half hour clearing away the remnants of a rather large bonfire. The people who've had the bonfire have been stripping away all the wooded. So where I am, this little clearing where I am, there's a natural screen between here and the main path in the woodland that I'm on. So whoever's been here in the last few days have stripped most of that away. It looks like they've burnt most of it and just left their rubbish lying around. So this isn't as secluded as I'd like. It's a little bit too open. So I think this might be the last camp I have in this spot. So I'm going to have to come and do a recce one day. I might come out with a dog walk with the dogs one day, I think, and do a recce and see if I can find another spot. There is a spot up there that I've used in the past, but it's been that long since it's been used, it's a bit overgrown. So I think maybe if I can get that flattened down a bit and get that usable, I might go a little bit further back into the woods. It would be a bit more secure. But, you know, there you have it. I can't stop them. You know, it's a public area. I just wish they would have a little bit more respect for the area, but there you go. You can't fix stupid, can you? Anyway, that's my little rant. So tonight there's no hammock. I am going to do the OEX Fox 2 V2. Now, I've had this a little while. I did a video a few months back, it was probably last year now, in another location. It was just a day camp where I put it up, had a quick look at it, etc. But I've never actually slept in it as yet, so I thought tonight, why not? We're probably a little bit sick of doing hammocks. I'm sure you're sick of seeing hammocks. I did the lay flat last time, so let's lay flat again, but let's lay flat on the ground in a tent. So I'm going to get this set up. I'm sure you don't need to make me do a run through of the setup of a basic tent. I'll get it set up and I'll bring you back later. Okay, cheers now. Ooh. And there we go. That's the tent set up. Took a bit longer than expected, but I have been off. I've collected some firewood and some bits and pieces so we can get a fire going for tea tonight. Took a while to find a decent spot to camp. I wasn't going to trek all my stuff home and call it off, so I decided, look, we'll have to man up and make it work, so we should be okay. Where I am, it's a bit covered over. It's a bit sort of, what's the word? There's a lot of canopy from the trees, so there's a lot of flies around. Hopefully they'll bugger off tonight. I've got my fire set up here, and I don't know if you can see that. There we go. So I've got my bed here. Okay, gonna light my fire here. I've got my twiggy bits. That's going to get me started. This is my medium bits, my burny bits. We're going to cook on these. And then I have cut some bigger logs as well. There for later on, just to sit and chill. Okay, so without further ado, let's get started with tea. yellow pepper. Not going to use anywhere near all of this, I don't need very much at all. Okay, that's probably going to do. Red pepper. Green onion. In the pan. And some leftover broccoli. In the pan. All that was stir fry that down. Looking good. Another look. There you go. And this is an Uncle Ben's street food, Japanese teriyaki style. So it's just noodles and some sauce with some bits and bobs in. So I'm just going to stir fry this in with that. I might need to pop a little blip of water in with it just for it to stir down, and then we'll just sit and look into that. Easy peasy. Looking good. So pop that on there to warm through. Pop some water in the kettle for later. So, there we go. Teriyaki noodle stir fry. There's something new. Oh, that's hot. You can see the steam coming off, but it's also incredibly good. Nom nom. So, as usual, do you want to sit here for 10 minutes and with me and watch me eat this, or shall we go off and do something else and I'll come back later? I've got my kettle on, so I'm going to have my cup of tea, cup of coffee rather, later. Got my tent in the background, shaping up to be a canny camp. Well, that's tea over and done with. Squared away, washed my pans up, put everything away, got my rubbish away. Just made myself a cup of coffee, so now it's time to chill. So got a cup of coffee. Tonight's chocolate of choice is a Kit Kat, 4 fingers, kind of a fat pig. So I'm going to enjoy this. Some very hot coffee. I'm going to sit and have this and enjoy the fire. I'm returning in the tent tonight, so we'll see how the night goes. I may come back a little bit later on near bedtime. I may not. We'll see how I feel. So if I don't see you before, that's a very good night. If I see you later, well, I'll see you later. Okay? Bye.